What's up everyone, it's Wild Pro and I'm back with another deck profile, and this time I got yummy Melffy to show you. And yeah, as a reminder, this is for a DTM format, which is a custom format. If you want to know more about it, I'll leave a link to the website down in the description. And let's get started. Starting off with the monsters. First up we got Cups of Yummy, which is the search of the deck. Since when it's normal special summon, you can search for any Yummy card, and if it is special summon using a synchro of monsters effect, you can draw a card instead. And you have Cookie Yummy, which reduces the attack of one of your opponent's monsters. Wait, is this the right one? Yeah, it is the right one. I don't know why I'm confusing myself. It loses 1,000 attack, or if it was summoned through a synchro monster's effect, you can destroy a monster instead. Then you have Marshmallow, which returns a Yummy spell trap from grave back to hand, or if it was summoned with synchro, you can place if it's a continuous spell trap or a field spell, you can place it face up on the field instead. And then you have Lollipop Yummy, which just messes with your opponent's graveyard a bit by either shuffling into the deck or banishing it. And you have Rescue Cat, which is a starter, since you can send it to the grave to special summon 2 level 3 or lower rare beasts from deck. Then you have Melffy Wally, which is another starter if you're going the Melffy route or part of the deck, however you want to call it. Since when your opponent normal special summons a monster or it's target for attack, you return it to the hand to special summon 2 Melffys from the deck. Then you have Melffy Puppy, which special summons a level 2 or lower monster if your opponent normal special summons or it's target for attack. Then you have Caddy, which searches. Pony, which returns the beast from grave back to hand. Fanny, which special summons beast from hand. Penny, which helps you to synchro summon. Key Mouse, which is a tuner, and it does help you add a level 1. Yeah, it lets you help search for beast. Can't be level 3 or though. Then you have this, which I cannot pronounce. I will not try to. Then you have Battlefront Mystical Beast of the Forest, which is another tuner, and also has the effect to special summon and a beast from your grave. It has to be level 2 or lower though. Or by discarding a card in either attack or face down defense. Then you have Creebond Fairy Spirit, which is another level 1, where if you control light beasts like your Yummies, you can special summon it, train yourself with a tuner. Then you have Spore, which special summon, it's another tuner that can manipulate its own level whenever special summon. And you can special summon it once per turn from the grave if you control light beasts like your Yummies. Then you have Alpha, which special summons itself if your opponent has more attack than you, which unless you have Yummy use minion on field, it's gonna be the majority of the time. That's it for the monsters. We are on to the spells. We got Yummy Surprise, which has multiple effects, though you can only use one to activate. So you can either special summon a Yummy from your hand or grave, or you target 2 light beasts that you control and 2 cards your opponent controls, return to hand, or return a field spell from your field or grave back to your hand, and then you can place a Yummy field spell from your hand face up on the field. Then you have Yummy use Acro Carry, which whenever you can summon a light beast, you can target a card your opponent controls, destroy it, or if you face a monster you control or at least the field to the opponent's card effect, you special summon a Yummy from the deck. Then you have Yummy Usement Minion, which you're only really using for the attack boost they get whenever, since your Yummies gain 500 attack for each light beast on field. You have Fairy Tale Pro like Journey's Dawn, which has the attack well, not attack, the damage each player takes. And as if you control a level 7 right dragon synchro or a lake beast, you can draw a card. And also, during your standby, you can send it to grave to place of field spell from your hand face of field to your field zone. And you have being school, which you can activate when you control the monsters. You special summon 3 level 2 or lower beasts from the deck with their effects negated. And yeah, and then you have 1-for-1, which you send a monster from your hand to the grave, source summon level 1 monster from your hand or deck. And then you have Melffy Steering Contest, which helps you search out for your Melffys and can help in decreasing the attack of your opponent's monsters during your opponent's turn. Melffy Hide and Seek protects your beast from being destroyed by card effects once each turn. And you can target 3 beasts in your grave, shuffle them to the deck, draw a card. MST, Galaxy Cyclone for some spell trap removal, Droplet, negate, Upstart Goblin to draw, and 1 day apiece to also draw, and help give you some time to set up the port since when it is activated, you don't take damage to the end of your opponent's turn. Well, neither you or your opponent takes damage, but that's fine. Then for the traps, Yummy Redemption, which lowers the attack of your opponent's monsters by 200 for each light beast on field and in your grave. The 6th Yummy, it's a payload card where during each standby you can use this effect, so you gain 100 life points, your opponent loses 100. Then you have Small Scuffle, which special summons a level 2 or lower monster from your hand or deck in attack or face down. So that does help since you do have a bunch of level 2s in deck, but also is risky since your opponent also gets the opportunity to do the same. You have Beast King Unleashed, which can help bounce cards in the same column as the beast that you attack with, as long as you attack into a monster or you get attacked by a monster in the same column. Though it is only once per turn, which is kind of unfortunate. Then you run 2 Super Team Buddy Force Unite as some monster reborns. Then you have Lost Wind and Dark Ride for negate, DNA Transplant, turn everything on field light, and draw Avarice for some recursion. Then for synchros, you got Cupsy Yummy Way, which one is synchro summon. You search for 2 yummy monsters in the discard card, and it has effect when your opponent activates a card or effect. Return it to extra deck, special summon 2 yummies from the grave. And then you have Lollipo, which lets you special summon 2 yummies from the grave, but their effects are negated, and it has the same effects as Cupsy, special summon 2 yummies from the grave. Cookie Yummy Way, which when it's summoned, you can switch to face a monster on the field to face down the fence, and like the other 2, has the effect to return touch deck, touch summon 2 yummies from grave. Mary Melffys, which on summon helps you bounce a monster on your opponent's monsters, and that's it really. And then I guess you can also just use it to do synchro climb. Then you have the Star Ham, which is the Star Ham, and it does help you tell you synchro climb, since when synchro summon you bring back one of the monsters. You use it as synchro material on a treat this time as tuner low, and you do have to discard a card though. You have High Speed or Chambara. At level 5 you can get into and it does gain attack every time it battles 200 specifically, and it can attack twice. So if it stays on field long enough, it's going to get pretty big pretty quick. And same starter jack in the rebirth for some defense. Starter charge warrior to draw and summon. Core dragon to synchro climb. Also help get rid of some of your opponent's cards, and you draw 1 cent from Field's Grave. Ancient and Pixie Dragon, which you can use to destroy a card or but you gotta have a field spell, which is fine because you got 3 of them, and one field spell is active if you draw. Black Rose Moonlight, help bounce monsters. Start a Spark Dragon for some protection. Ancient Fairy Life Dragon, which pairs really well with that monster. I couldn't pronounce his name since that monster gives it targeting protection while it's in defense, which it always will be, and gives it a defense boost. Yeah, Ravenous Croc Dragon and Satellite Warrior. That's it for the extra deck. As for the tiers, it is 4 for A, Melffy, Wally, and where is the last one? Oh, and is it Rescue Cat? I don't think it's Rescue Cat. None of the actual deck is tier, so yeah, that's fine. Alright. Oh, now I remember. It is Obedient School. And then for the B tiers, it's Fairy Tail Prologue Journey's Dawn, 1 for 1, Alpha the Masterpiece, Karibon, and Rescue Cat. And now, always a quick test stand just to give you a feel of how the deck runs. And it is UTM format, so it is customary to do a half cut in the top 5. And then for the deck, honestly, I say it's better to try going second, just so you can get the draw, just so you can have some options. So there's a half cut, the top 5. And for a starting hand, it is Obedient School, Melffy Fanny, Karibon, Marshmallow, Assist, and then for the draw for my second, 1 day piece. Okay, so we'll start off with Obedient School, which will summon out. We'll go because we have Fanny, right? So we'll go with Summon Puppy, Lollipop, and the Key Mouse. Then from here, you will sync for 2 using Lollipop and Key Mouse to summon out Cupsy in defense. Then Cupsy on sign, you search for the last 2 little yummies, which are Cookie and Cupsy. That you then, and then you'll discard. Yeah, you discard Cookie. You special summon Cupsy, which will allow you to search for a yummy card. Going down. It'll be better for a surprise, just in case. Then you summon Marshmallow, and then since you have Light Piece, you summon out you special summon Karibon, and you sync for 5. Into Chainbara. And then you can just attack with Bara, and if your opponent did activate something, you use Cups here, return its extract to summon out Marshmallow and Cookie, and then you use Marshmallow Cookie's effect. Marshmallow, you place the minion face up just so you can get that attack boost, and Cookie to get rid of one of your opponent's monsters. And then after that, you can just attack, where Marshmallow Cookie will begin 1,000 attack. And if you really want during main phase 2, you can 1 day apiece to draw. Journey's done, it's not bad. And then simply you set these two, so you have a reborn, or you can bounce 2. Then you have assist, just for some, just to be petty. And then yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoyed the deck as well. So now, until then, peace.